And so, I wish to extend my very sincere thanks to Rajive Malhotra for having come forward to expose this type of attack and draw our attention to the dynamics that underlie these attacks and to their consequences, which we can ill afford. I think the time has come for all those of us all over the world who are engaged on the frontiers of human perception to link up together to form a global network that will help us to link up our minds, and by linking up our minds, increase our perceptual capacities so that we can perceive together what we cannot perceive alone. Rajive Malhotra, in his interview, mentioned the tasks of the Kshatriyas. He seemed to imply that the skills of the Kshatriya are required to protect those of us who are on the frontiers of human perception from these destructive attacks that are launched against us from time to time. I think we need much more than the skills of the Kshatriyas. Their skills were useful and appropriate in times long gone by. But today, what we need is a global strategic function. A global strategic function that can be generated if all of us who are out on the frontiers of human perception are willing to take the trouble to link up and connect with each other. And this global strategic function can take on the task of dealing with people whose fear of the future leads them to resort to the kind of destructive actions that we have witnessed with much sadness over the last few weeks. Now that Rajiv has come forward, I think we can look at his gesture as an indication that the time is right for all of us to come forward, and for all of us to come forward regardless of the identities that we choose to subscribe, regardless of our systems of religious belief and of our values, because the spiritual heritage that we are trying to take forward, that we are trying to build on, that we are trying to make the foundation of the civilizational transformation that we know has got to be generated. This spiritual tradition is far too big to be contained by any system of religious beliefs or practices, or by any kind of political ideology. This is too big, so we cannot try to confine it to our particular identities, our particular beliefs, our particular values, and our particular hopes and aspirations. I think we must all be thankful to Rajive for having come forward at this moment, and I think that we must now take advantage of the impetus that he has set in motion to come together and make these linkages and generate this global network and bring about this global strategic function that can lead us forward through the process of civilizational transformation that will bring all of us a new way to live, that will bring new lives for each one of us, and that will bring a new world for us all, and that will lead us forward through processes of conscious evolution that will allow life to evolve beyond human being and to spread throughout the universe. I look forward to your responses to this task that I have outlined and placed before you, and I would like to thank Rajiv once more for the inspiration that his actions have brought to our awareness. Thank you, Rajiv.